Morning, everyone. Before we start our activity for today, it is our regret and apologies that the meeting was not postponed today, in spite of the issuance of postponement of office work, because of the fact that the memo was issued just early morning today. So we have to continue this activity as scheduled. Thank you. Before we start, let me first check the attendance for this morning. Me as the chairman. Sir Alan Imperial, I vice chairman. Good morning, sir.
Present.
Our regular members, Sir Mike, Chief of Construction. Good morning, sir. Ma'am Fanny, the Chief of Quality Assurance Section. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am Eva, our Procurement Engineer. Good morning, ma'am. Ato DPWH Back Secretariat. Good morning. And to everyone, our live viewers, good morning. Don't have observer. Since we have a quorum, let us proceed in this morning's scheduled activity. September 1, 2025, opening of bids for contracts ID 25FA0038 and 25FA00039. Let us proceed in the public bidding. Opening of our bids submitted by participating bidders in accordance with the bidding documents. Please note that the bids will be open and read aloud in the presence of bidders, representatives, and our live viewers. Any discrepancies or concerns will be addressed during the post-qualification stage. But before we proceed, the opening of the box for the first ID 25FA0028, we first open the bid box for the contract. Before we start, let me first read the result of the eligibility check. September 1, 2025. Based on the evaluation of the information about legal, technical, and financial capabilities, as indicated in the contractor's information of the bidders as recorded in our computerized registry of contractors for civil work vis-a-vis the requirement of the above-mentioned contract, as indicated in the contract profile submitted by the DPWH Albay 1st District Engineering Office, we find the following bidders eligible to participate in the bidding for the contract. JKR Construction and Supply, Binmore Construction and Supply, German in Construction and Supply, 8A Construction and Development Corporation, SBM Builder, DSB Construction and Supply. On the other hand, based on the same information, we find the following bidder ineligible to participate in the bidding for the contract, namely L3 Loose Construction Services. Pick-up license in the DPWH registry is not valid. But however, we will still check the technical documents of L3 Loose Construction Services if the pick-up license is valid. Okay, ma'am, start.
Opening of the bid documents for the contract ID 25FA 0038 with the contract name of construction of multipurpose building of convertible evacuation center at Barangay BONGABONG, TABACO City, Albay, with the agency of 11,880,000 pesos. Contract duration 140 calendar days. Date of opening September 1, 2025. Time starts at 10:32 a.m. So for the first bidder is Binmore Construction. Jets registration, BTI, Mayor's Permit, Tax Clearance, Feasible Going Project, SLCC, Pickup License. From bid DSD, sign and authorized, organization of search, list of personnel with their qualification data, statement of availability of key personnel. Key personnel affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, project manager, Vicente Macampo. And authorized. Project engineer, Mendelino M. Moras. Sign and authorized. With PRC license. Provisional engineer, Ken Lloyd, Arno. Sign and authorized. With PRC license and DE accreditation. PRC engineer, Mark Eric Acorda. Sign and authorized. With PRC license and ME accreditation. Foreman Edwin Alzaga, signed and authorized. Safety Officer Mercy Ato, signed and authorized with certificate. First aider Jessica Briola, signed and authorized. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and under lease. Statement of availability of major construction equipment. DOLM. Proof of ownership. This contract agreement of the equipment. Busting plant accreditation. Omnibus, and authorized, DA9, Debit of Site Inspection and Technical AFS, NFCC.
Technical documents submitted by Binmore Construction and Supplies.
Bidder, L3 Loose Construction Services. Things in the eligibility check. Loose Construction Services eligible due to pickup license and the DPWH registry is not valid. Future, I will still check first the pickup license. Inspection will pass the technical documents of this bidder. For touch pickup license of Loose Construction Services, the validity period of this registration is from August 11, 2023 to August 11, 2026. So,
Proceed.
okay, I will proceed to the checking of Loose Construction Services technical documents. Pickup license, and previous registration. These of ongoing projects. SLCC, pickup license from BDSD, and authorized. organizational chart, list of personnel with their qualification data. Key personnel affidavit commitment to working on the contract, project manager, project engineer, Rosel Revilla, signed and authorized. Then, PE accreditation and PRC license. Project manager, Eric Castillo, signed and authorized. Materials engineer, Grigel Bordeos, signed and authorized. With NE accreditation and PRC license. Safety officer, Antoinette Luz, DEO, signed and authorized. With certificate. Foreman, Edwin Aison, signed and authorized. Statement of availability of key person. Keys of equipment to be assigned to the contract. And under needs. Group of ownership. Certificate of availability of equipment. This contract of equipments. Group of ownership. Matching plans accreditation. Omnibus and unauthorized. DO9. Affidavit of site inspection and insist. Annual income tax report. Hindi, 11, hindi 138.
A technical document submitted by L3 Luz Construction Services is passed.
The next bidder is SBM Builder. Fellowship registration. List of ongoing project as existing. Pick of license or with BXPs and authorized. Organizational chart. List of personnel with their qualification data. Statement of availability of key personnel. Key personnel affidavit in commitment to work on the contract, project manager, Salaman Mangkan is second. Project engineer, Jocelyn Delping, signed and authorized. PRC license, PE accreditation. Materials engineer, Eusebio Yacob, signed and authorized with PRC license and ME accreditation. Foreman, Rudy Yuwa, signed and authorized. Safety officer, Johairang, signed and authorized with certificate. This will be given to be assigned to the contract, owned and under use. Statement of availability may be contracted to proof of ownership. This contract agreement of equipments. Matching plant accreditation. Ito 11. Omnibus.
Technical documents submitted by SBM Builder SPAS.
Next bidder, JKR Construction and Supply. Field job suggestions. UTI main expert tax bidder, space of a ground brand. Pick up license. Bid BST and unauthorized. Organizational chart. Please a person over the notification date. Key person affidavit to commit the work on account of project manager Amparo Bas, Venezuela. Send it authorized. Project engineer Mark Chenrico. Send it authorized. With verify license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer Ryan Daganya. Send it authorized with verify license and NE accreditation. Foreman, Sherwin Kundiman Takuya, Senate authorized. Safety Officer Cesar Riotan, Senate authorized. With certificate, please substitute to be assigned to the contract. Owned under lease. Proof of ownership. Contract lease of the equipment. Statement of availability of equipment. DEO 11 meters. NFCC. DEO 9.
Technical documents submitted by CKR Construction and Supply SPAS.
Next bidder, DSB Construction Supply Incorporated. Field job suggestion. Piece of ongoing project. SLCC. With BST. And unauthorized organizational chart. Please of personal with identification. Statement of availability of key personnel and key personnel affidavit of commitment to work on the contract project manager Dante Bombales and unauthorized. Project engineer Nazario Kaya Jr. With various license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer Jerry Bilax. It's NE accreditation and GRS license. Safety officer eligible size and unauthorized. With certificate. Foreman Wilfredo Belves and unauthorized. These are the given to be assigned to the contract. Unowned. Proof of ownership. Vaccine plant accreditation. DEO 11. Omnibus. And Secretary Certificate, DOMINGO. And CC.
Technical documents submitted by DSP Construction and Supply, SPA.
Next bidder is Berman Construction Supply. Diligent District. These have been going projects. SOTC. Complete BST. And an authorized organizational chart. List of personnel with their qualification date. Key personnel pa dapat yung commitment sa work on the contract. Project Manager Abner Brigino. Sign and authorized. Project Engineer Alfredo Vivelia. And authorized with PRS license and DE accreditation. Sales Engineer Carlo Balon. Sign and authorized with ND accreditation and PRS license. Safety Officer Ariel Brigino. Sign and authorized. The certificate. Foreman, Mrs. Brigino. Sign and authorized. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract, owned and under lease. Proof of ownership. Lease contract agreement of equipment. The statements of availability of key personnel and equipment. DO9 Omnibus. Sign and authorized NFCs.
Technical documents submitted by German Construction and Supply, SPA.
Next bidder are the last bidder for this contract. 8R Construction Development Corporation. From Jeff to this way. Please open document right. SOTC. From Big BST, sign and authorized organizational chart. List of personnel with their qualification date. Key personnel pa dapat to work on the contract. Project Manager Arnold Bermundo. Sign and authorized. Project Engineer Wilfredo Bicol. Sign and authorized with PRC license and PE accreditation. Materials Engineer RJ Manga. Sign and authorized with PRC license and NE accreditation. Safety Officer Roderick Ilista. Sign and authorized with certificate. Foreman Joel Berman. Sign and authorized. Please be given to the assigned to the contract. Owned and under lease. List of ownership. This contract agreement of the equipment, matching plant accreditation. DO11. Release and an authorized Secretary Certificate, DO9, NFCs.
Technical documents submitted by 8R Construction Development Corporation, SPA. Out of seven passed the preliminary evaluation. Let us now proceed with the opening of the financial documents of bidders who passed the preliminary evaluation for contract ID 25FA0038.
Opening of the financial documents for 25FA0038. First bidder, Bingmore Construction and Supply. Bingmore. Sign. Full quantity. Sign with the estimate. Summary of bid prices. Cash flow with amount. 11,837,932 pesos and 32 centavos.
Financial proposal submitted by Wilmore Construction and Supply is passed.
Next bidder is Albay Construction Service. Bid form. Sign. Bill of quantity sign. Details estimate. Cash flow bid amount 11,783,995 pesos.
The financial proposal submitted by L3 Construction Services is passed.
Next bidder is SBM Builder. Bid form, sign, bill of quantity, sign, summary of bid prices, detailed estimate, summary of unit prices, cash flow bid amount 11,819,649 pesos and 76 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by SBM Builder passed.
Next bidder is AKR Construction and Supply. Bid form, sign. Bill of quantity, sign. Summary of bid prices, bid estimates, summary of unit prices, cash flow bid amount 11 million 668,352 pesos and 68 centavos. 352, 68. 352. 352, 68. Okay.
The financial proposal submitted by CKR Construction and Supply is passed.
Next bidder, BSB Construction and Supply. Incorporated. Bid form, sign, bill of quantities, sign, detailed estimate, cash flow, bid amount 11,502,262 pesos and 66 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by DSB Construction and Supply Incorporated is passed.
Next bidder, German Construction and Supply. Bid form, sign, bill of quantity, sign, detailed estimate, summary bid prices, cash flow bid amount 11,717,054 pesos and 12 centavos. 717
717.
11,717,054 pesos and 12.54. 11,717,717 054.12.
717.
717 054.12. 054.12.
Well,
I-stick nila.
The financial proposal submitted by German Construction and Supply SPA.
Next bidder or the last bidder for this contract, 8R Construction and Development Corporation. Reform. Sign. Do a quantity sign. Detailed estimate. Cash flow with amount 11,702,052 pesos and 56 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by 8R Construction Development Corporation SPA.
The lowest bidder for this contract, 25FA0038 is TSB Construction and Supply Incorporated with a bid amount of 11,502,262 pesos and 66 centavos as read.
Again, the financial evaluation result for contract ID 25FA0038 will still be subject to further evaluation and cost qualification to determine the lowest responsive bid. You may proceed to the next contract ID. Contract ID 25FA0039. First, open the bid box.
Eligibility pala.
Before we proceed, may I read the result of the eligibility check. September 1, 2025, based on evaluation of the information about legal, technical, and financial capabilities as indicated in the contractor's information of the bidders as recorded in our computerized registry of contractors for civil works, vis-a-vis the requirement of the above-mentioned contract as indicated in the contract profile submitted by the DPWH Albay First District Engineering Office, we find the following bidders eligible to participate in the bidding for the contract, namely CKR Construction and Supply, Wilmore Construction and Supply, German Construction and Supply, 8R Construction and Development Corporation, SBM Builders. On the other hand, based on the same evaluation, we find the following bidders ineligible to participate in the bidding for the contract. L3 Loose Construction Services, pickup license in the DPWH registry is not valid. However, we'll still check the technical documents of L3 Loose Construction Services if the pickup license is valid. Thank you.
Opening of the bid documents for 25FA0039 with the contract name of Construction of Multi-Purpose Building, Covered Court, convertible to Evacuation Center at San Isidro, Santo Domingo, Albay with an ABC of 11,880,000 pesos. Contract duration is 140 calendar days. Date of opening September 1, 2025. Time starts at 11:02 a.m. First bidder is SBM Builder. Project registration is an ongoing project. This for with BSD, signed and authorized. Organization on chart. List of personal order qualification data. Statement of availability of key personnel. Key personnel dapat i-unit to work on the contract, project manager, Salaman Discount, and authorized. Project engineer Rosalind Dalpay. Authorized license and DE accreditation. Fields engineer Giuseppe Yap. And authorized with license and DE accreditation. Foreman review box and authorized. Safety officer Johaira Mangka. And authorized with certificate. Piece of equipment to be assigned to the contract. On and under these. Statement of availability of major construction equipment. Proof of ownership. Lease contract agreement of equipments. Matching plant accreditation. Affidavit of ownership, statement of availability of lease contract agreements. Omnibus, signed and authorized. NFCC DO9.
The technical document submitted by SBM Billion is passed.
Next bidder is AKR Construction and Supply. Field job registration. PPI, marriage permit, clearance, SLCC, the license, organizational chart, visa personnel with the verification date. Key personnel affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, project manager, Amparo Valenzuela. And authorized. Project engineer Martin Rico. And authorized with PRC license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer Ryan Dagano. And an authorized with PRC license and ME accreditation. Foreman Sherwin Kundiman Dakulang and an authorized. Safety officer Cesar Liotan. And an authorized. With certificate. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and under lease. Proof of ownership. Is contract of equipment. Statement of availability of equipment. Statement of availability of equipment. Simple. Omnibus, and an authorized, and assist, and DO9.
The technical document submitted by ZKR Construction and Supply is passed.
Next bidder is Binmore Construction and Supply. Registration. BPI, Mayor's Permit. Clearance. Needs of ongoing projects, SLCC. of license. With BSD, sign and authorize organization of chart. List of personnel for their qualification date. Statement of availability of 3%. 3% affidavit of commitment to work on the contact project manager, Vicente Mamampo. Sign and authorize. Project engineer, Wendelino Morasa. Sign and authorize with PRS license. Additional KE, Ken Lloyd Arnoco, sign and authorize. With PRS license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer, Mark Ari Acorda. Sign and authorize with PRS license and ME accreditation. Foreman, Elvin Alzaga, sign and authorize. Safety officer, Mercy Apple, sign and authorize. With certificate. First aider, Jessica Briola, sign and authorize. Piece of equipment to be assigned to the contract. And release. Statement of availability of major construction equipment. Proof of ownership. Agreement of equipment. Reduce and authorize. Second structure, integrity pledge, AFS, NFCC.
Technical documents submitted by Bilmore Construction and Supply is passed.
Leader of the loose construction services. Joseph's registration. The following projects. SLCC. Of license, organization of terms. List of personnel for their qualification date. For BPSD, sign and authorize. 3% affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project engineer Rosel Villa. Sign and authorize with PE accreditation and PRC license. Project manager Ari Castillo, sign and authorize with PRC license. Affairs engineer Miguel Bordeo, sign and authorize with ME accreditation and PRC license. Safety officer Antoinette Usbio, sign and authorize with certificate. Foreman, Edwin Elson, sign and authorize. Statement of availability of key personnel. These will be given to be assigned to the contract, owned and under lease. Proof of ownership. Application availability of equipment, contract lease of equipment. Bid. Backing plan accreditation. Omnibus. Signed and authorized. DO9. Pinabit of site inspection. NFCC.
Technical documents submitted by El Trilus Construction and Services.
Next bidder is HR Construction and Development Corporation. Construction and Development. With subsidization. It's the following projects. SLCC. For with BSD, and an authorized organization will start list of personal for their qualification data, statement of availability of key personal equipment, key personal affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, project manager Arnold Bermundo, sign and authorized, project engineer Wilfredo Picol, sign and authorized with PR's license and PE accreditation, materials engineer RJ Magas, sign and authorized with PR's license and ME accreditation, safety officer Green Banyares, sign and authorized with certificate, foreman Joel Bermas, sign and authorized, keys of equipment to be assigned to the contract owned and under his proof of ownership. Contract lease agreement of the equipment. Patching plant accreditation. 3011. Omnibus. Second authorized. DO9. NFC.
May I first acknowledge the presence of one of our regular member, Sir Buddy Rempilio, the Chief of Construction Section. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Sorry, I was late. Yes, sir.
The technical document submitted by 8R Construction Development Corporation is passed.
Next bidder is German Construction and Supply. That's the description. These are ongoing projects as CC. Profit BSD and authorized organizational is a personal with a qualification data. Yung personal affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, project manager of Labrigino. Sign and authorized project engineer Alfredo Bandia, sign and authorized with PR's license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer Carlo Palolo, sign and authorized with ME accreditation and PR's license. Safety officer Arian Brigino, sign and authorized with certificate. Foreman Sus Brigino, sign and authorized. Please be given to be assigned to the contract own and under leases. Proof of ownership. This contract agreement of the equipment. Batching plant accreditation. DO11, DO9. Statement of availability of key personal equipment. Omnibus. And unauthorized NFCs.
Technical document submitted by German Construction and Supply is passed.
Fix lang pala. Yun. So last na pala yan.
Okay, let's go.
Out of 6 passed the preliminary evaluation. So let us now proceed with the opening of the financial documents. The bill will pass the preliminary evaluation for contract ID 25 FA 0039.
Opening of the financial documents for 85 April 0039. First bidder is SBM. Bid form. Group quantity, sign. Summary of bid prices. Different estimate. Summary of unit prices. Cash flow bid amount. 11,804,197 pesos and 48 centavos. 197 and 48. Thursday.
The financial proposal submitted by SBN Builder SPA.
Next bidder is CKR. CKR Construction. Bid form. With quantity signed. Summary of prices. Summary of unit prices, cash flow. 11 million. 11,520,440 pesos and 50 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by ZKR Construction and Supply SPA.
Next bidder is Binmore Construction and Supply. Bid form, signed, through quantities, signed, equal estimate, summary of bid prices, cash flow, bid amount, 11,826,903 pesos and 28 centavos. 11,826,903 pesos and 28 centavos. 826.
The financial proposal submitted by Binmore Construction and Supply.
Next bidder is Elgrilus Construction Services. Bid form, signed. Bid of quantity signed. Bid estimate. Cash flow, bid amount, 11,810,359 pesos and 91 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by Elgrilus Construction Services SPA.
Next bidder is 8R Construction and Development Corporation. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantity signed. Bid estimate. Cash flow, bid amount, 11,502,636 pesos and 3 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by 8L Construction and Development Corporation SPA.
Bidder or the last bidder for this contract is German Construction and Supply. Bid form, signed. Bill of quantity signed. Bid estimate. Summary of base prices. Summary of unit prices. Cash flow. Bid amount, 11,487,667 pesos and 23 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by German Construction and Supply SPA.
The lowest bidder for this contract, 25 FA0039 is German Construction and Supply, with a bid amount of 11,487,667 pesos and 23 centavos as well.
A financial evaluation result for contract ID 25FA0039 will still be subject to further evaluation and cost qualification to determine the lowest responsibility. This ends our meeting for today, September 1, 2025 at 11:23. Thank you, everyone, and God bless us all.